Teams arrive at center ice. Some jostling on the outside of the circle. The officials here tonight, referees are Liam Moscat and Bo Halkaitis. The linesman Dylan Blugis and Brandon Grillo. Puck is dropped and we are underway as Colorado will snare the opening faceoff. Abbott sends it ahead, deflected in. Muscled free. Steinberg after it down left wing corner. Dufour there in support. Steinberg lost his twig. Whip it back left point. Cross-ice pass. Rosen loads. Fires. Sends it wide. Creeps back up the wall and snagged on the fly by Karlsson. He'll launch it ahead. He's going to run back behind the nets of Miner. Big collision behind the nets. And tripped up was Wyatt Abbott. A penalty coming here early in this one. Wide pass. Olausen into the zone. Puts his foot on the gas. Drives in. Fires. Deflected. Went wide. Ludwig a drive. Scores! It hops off the right leg pad and spills into the back of the net. John Ludwig, his second of the postseason.
Wow, that's a great job by Olausen starting this play. Setting his puck up, carried it in, and puck finds Ludwig with that big shot. Just DC off. Slowly trickles over that line, and what a way to get on board Ludwig.
Gonna take it deep, protects it, brings it in front, power move. Miner looking for it, it comes to Lecker-Mackey. He shoots, and it's stopped by Miner. Puck in front, and they score! Victor Mancini, the defenseman parked in front, bangs home the loose change, and Abbotsford has tied game 3. And Victor Mancini, who's been all world these last few games, gets a point in 3 straight, and a good decision just to stay in the slot, and he puts home the Lecker-Mackey rebound. And so the Canucks 20-year-old with points in back-to-back games, and with 9:33 to go, we are even at 1-1 to the displeasure of this crowd. And give credit to that top line. They won a couple of face-offs, and the last one they got back. Mancini took it hard to the net, got stopped. The puck came right to Lecker-Mackey, who was covering for Mancini. So a smart play by the youngster. Dumps it down the right boards. Chase Waters is fresh. He slams his man to the ice, and they're going to say it was done illegally. And now we got an Eagle player who's hurt, and Waters is getting a penalty for that, probably for boarding. Didn't look all that bad watching it live, and I don't know the number. It looks like it's Matthew Steinberg, who's had an injury-riddled season, who's on his knees right now, and the Canucks are going to lose one of their best penalty killers and face-off men in Chase Waters. As he skates to the box, it'll be the second power play of the game for Colorado, who just gave one up. So the officials talking about what they want to give Waters. Here's a replay if you're watching at home. And yeah, he did hit him on the numbers, and Steinberg was in a bit of a vulnerable position. Looked like he might have been already going down to his knees, but he gets up under his own power and gets a round of applause from his fans, while Chase Waters gets booed as he showed on the Jumbotron. So Victor Mancini points in 3 straight, 2 goals over his last 3, has the latest here in game 3, and I'm sure he'll be out there on the PK as the officials are talking if it's going to be 2 or 5 for Waters. Shots are now even at 8-8, so again, the Canucks have done this, as I mentioned, a couple of times these last few games. They struggle to get shots on net early, but find their legs after the 7-8 minute mark, and now shots on goal all even at 8 aside, and Waters just gets 2 minutes. We'll see what the call is. My guess is boarding. So the Canucks will have the work cut out for him even more without their captain. Donald, blind pass, throw in front, goes between the legs of Wise, but finds Tynan. He'll get it back to the point for Jacob McDonald. 13 power play goals in the regular season for him. McDonald looking for the one-timer. It comes in the slot. Sheeloz makes a big save, and Baines dumps it down. Sasson pinned to the boards. Baines trying to pry it through some skates. Eagles pick it up. Callie Rosen trying to find Tynan at center. He's got him. Tynan plays it in for Wagner, and he was offside. He takes a late shot, and Mancini's going to let him hear about that. And Wagner throws a shot to the head of Mancini, and now that's going to draw a crowd. And for the first time in game 3, these two teams at each other's throats after the whistle, which we'll hear Manny Malhotra talk about in the first intermission interview. And cooler heads will prevail. 4:27 down the right wing, protects the puck. Mueller's shot stopped by Miner, and they score. No, it's waved off. Canucks celebrate, but the ref was in good position to stay no goal. Miner was sinking back towards his net, And he was able to hold it out as Ty Mueller, a good power move, just got it towards the net, fighting off a check from behind. And Minor makes his 10th stop of the period. And that all starts with a good defensive effort by Klimovich, who stole it on the right wing, and Mueller went the other way and showed off the good skating ability to get around the defense, protected it beautifully, and created an opportunity for himself, and there'll be a face-off at the right circle. The Canucks are asking if they might want to review it, but the ref was right there. Didn't look like the puck crossed the line, so it'll stay 1-1 in the dying minutes. Right wing feed for Wagner. Wagner inside the circle, backdoor pass, and it just missed Tynan. 10 seconds left, Eagles gotta hurry. Tynan, down low for Wagner. Back to Tynan, 5 seconds left. Fans are hurling from the shoot. Wagner does stop by Shelovs. In front, Wise fans on it, and this period's over.
He'll drop it back in his own zone for McDonald. Now return for Steinberg, and he gets rocked from behind. No call. Boy, that looked like a just check to the back, but Steinberg slowly picks himself up. Back the other direction, a shot and a save by Minor on a little wrister from the slot for Chase Waters. 15:53 left here in the second, still tied at 1 apiece.
Man, interesting not to make that call, Steiner. Dangerous space away from those boards. And obviously hit from behind, cross check. Levies is down. Glad to see he's all right.
Yeah, that was his head going head first there. Right towards that kick plate from the Eagles bench. To the high slot, loads, fires, hit the post. Olausen gets the rebound, back upstairs. Pushing across, now Rosen chips it left wing circle. Ahmet with it, centers it, shot to the save there, what a look. Mark Sendin right there on a knee on top of the paint. Couldn't put it in the back of the net as Shelovs was there. Even after it one more time. Spins and sends a shot deflected. What a stop by Minor, shuts down the rebound from Blay. In the attacking zone, Klimovich gets a shot off, and that'll be gloved down by Minor. We're going to whistle 9:32 left. Here in by Ludwig. Sends it ahead, but hemmed in. Nielsen gets rocked by Ludwig in the process. By Phillips, turns it over. Left wing. Wise behind the net. Centering feed shot. Scores! Jake Wise feeds it home from between the circles with 59 seconds left in the second period.
Incredible, huge goal for the Eagles. Phillips, so crafty. Behind that net, setting it up. Beautiful dish out. Wise, one time. Big goal.
And Wise, who scored his first goal in the playoffs in Game 2, gets his second of the postseason right there. Skates behind the net. Finds Tynan awaiting. Up high and built it in deep. Bradley. In behind the cage. Bradley centers it. Shot by Wagner. Rebound just set wide.
Looking through center, hangs onto it, and plays in for Sasson on the right wing. Sasson takes a shot, scores! Max Sasson ties up Game 3 with 9:15 to go. Lecker Mackey will get his second point of the evening. He set him up. What a shot from Sasson, blocker side, and what you know, Sasson has at least 3 shots in a game, and that one was a pinpoint snapshot. Blocker side, and this place goes silent.
Now out to the red line, turns it over. Here comes Phillips ahead. Fennemer, right wing side, got a man there, and Phillips loads and fires. Saving a big rebound, nobody could get to it. Back out to center ice. Oh boy. Yep, intercepted back down in. Wagner finds a man firing, and a save there, and a look for Jacob McDonald. Ludwig after the rebound. He'll get there. Wraps around. Ludwig centers it. Picked off. Now a chance. 13 seconds to go. Colorado chase back as Sammy Blay with it. Stripped away. Here comes Olausen the other direction. 5 seconds left. Enters the zone. Olausen fires, deflects, and goes up out of play. And whistle dead with 1.4 seconds remaining here in the third. All tied at 2. It's going to trickle towards the net. That's going to do it. As a goal from Max Sasson ties the game at 2, coming at the 10:45 mark. Score even at 2 as Colorado heading into their third overtime of the postseason. They're 1-1 in OTs. Abbotsford, this is their second overtime. They are 0-1. Lost to Coachella in a previous round in OT in Game 2. Here comes Breezeball into the zone. Left wing side long shot. Kick save Minor. Sammy Blake will get to it and deal it in behind the nets. Rolls free. Oh boy, and Ahmed wedged down to the ice there by Blake. Colorado back on the move. Here comes Phillips storming in. That's a Minor. Gives it off, trying to move it ahead. Sinden tripped up. Karam's out to neutral. Eagles get to it. And a penalty against Colorado. You've got to be kidding me right now. Sinden going off for a trip after he was tripped down to the ice.
Yeah, about 5 seconds after the play. That is questionable.
Oh, wow. Well, and just absolutely pivotal. A power play in overtime, tripping the call. Side of the cage now for Karlsson. Sauce pass, flips it onto the tape of Blake. Shot deflected, rebound covered by Minor. 38 ticks remaining in the power play for Abbotsford. 14:38 to go. Here in overtime, tied at 2.
Big rebound control, Minor.
Corner. Lost an edge, goes down. Puck fought free. Oh boy, Wise just got smoked in the head with an elbow. No call. My goodness.
Steinberg trying to take it up the boards. He does. Steinberg towards the net. Stop. Rebound for Phillips. Backhander. Denied by Shilovs. Chip it high towards Ivan at the Abbotsford blue line. And nice hand-eye. He chips it to the corner. His shot stopped by Shilovs. Goes backhand, forehand. And the Canuck netminder makes a stop. 4:15 to go. Glove it down. Now he plays it in the slot. Felleber's open. Felleber, his shot denied on a good defensive effort by Klimovich. Didn't even reach Shilovs. And now a steal. Here's Magna in all alone. Magna digs, and he's stopped by Shilovs. What a save now. Wraparound try. Phillips is denied. He's still got it behind the net. Plays it to the point. Rosen to Yoon. Traffic in front. In the slot. Magna shoots, save. Rebound loose. And the Canucks still can't clear. Shot out quickly by Karlsson with that long reach of his before McDonald can get to it. Icing's waved off so the Canucks can change. Now Blay with a steal behind the net, trying to bring it in front. He's tied up. Puck is loose. Mueller trying to jam it towards the blue paint. And the Canucks score! It's over! They've done it! Let's get out of here! Linus Karlsson just called game 3! What just happened? The puck was behind the net, and all of a sudden it's behind the goaltender, and the Abbotsford Canucks take a 2-1 series lead, and Linus Karlsson looks like he has the game winner. Minute 13 to go, and Karlsson in the crease puts it in. He jumped on it. Max Sasson grabs the puck. They'll add it to their tower. And the Canucks' first lead of the game comes in overtime. They'll look to close it out in game number 4 on Friday night.